Our very special guest this morning, our friend Shannon Medich, is here. She's the Director of Partnership Development with Milandila Community Missions. Good morning to you, Shannon.
Good morning, Fred. Thanks for having me.
First thing you said when you came in is, I love that Jars of Clay song.
I do. I do. Blast from the Past. I love that song.
Yeah, you had like a 45-minute drive this morning, so you got to enjoy some great tunes.
I did. JTL all the way.
Who do you want to say hi to this morning?
I want to say hi to Toby Klein. She's our new Director of Finance at Milandila. She's still in her support raising phase, and we just want to welcome her aboard and say thanks for doing all the number crunching and all the bookkeeping that none of the rest of us want to think about.
So Milandila, it's a word I've not heard before. What does it mean, and why did you choose it for the name of your ministry?
It is not our English word, so that's why it's a little bit foreign. It is a Lugandan word from Uganda that means root. So everything from the mission, we want it to be rooted and grounded in Jesus Christ. And the mission really, it's about advancing physical and spiritual wellness through healthcare, education, evangelism, and discipleship in Uganda. And it started out mostly as a pregnancy center.
Okay.
So we work with a lot of families, a lot of mamas and babies, and we want all of their families to grow deep roots together and deep roots into Jesus. So that's what we're about.
Tell us a little bit about how you're doing that. Are you doing it through the church? Are you doing it with local people? Tell us a bit about that.
Sure. So the organization started pre-COVID. We have James and Morgan Tumasije. Now there's a word you can say, Tumasije.
Good for you.
Another Ugandan word. James is from Uganda, born and raised there. And Morgan went over on a mission trip and met him on a medical mission trip. She's an American girl. And they were both serving the Lord there, and kind of over time fell in love, and he knew he was called to serve his own people, and he kind of brought it up to her, and she said, hey, no big deal. I fell in love with Uganda before I fell in love with you. So they went back to be missionaries and have their family over in Uganda, and they started Milandila. Morgan's training is as a midwife, and so they felt like
Perfect.
Yeah, that they would start a pregnancy center.
Yeah.
And it's a huge ministry because over there's not a lot of resources for women at all. Not a lot of opportunities for women to get together, much less to have proper health care. It's one of the highest morbidity rates is sub-Saharan Africa. So just a huge ministry from a practical standpoint of helping mamas choose life and bring life into the world, but also to share eternal life through Christ.
I love that. You have an event coming up.
Yes.
That you want everybody to know about. We could talk more about it, but at least give us the details of it.
Yeah, sure. It's Saturday, December 14th, so mark your calendar. It's a drop-in from 11 to 3, so anybody can come. It's free. You get free coffee and Chick-fil-A cookies. So thanks to Jeff Marble at Shrewsbury Chick-fil-A for providing those. Basically, the first hour and a half is going to be a lunch-provided pulled pork sandwich or chicken sandwich. If you want to pay for that, it's a $10, and everything is going to go to help us fundraise we're opening a women's and babies hospital. I'll tell you more about that later.
Okay.
But at 12:30, James and Morgan will be here from Uganda.
Wow.
To speak directly, to share.
That's awesome.
So you'll get to hear everything. And then from 1 to 3, we're having a dessert auction. So don't feel like you got to make your cookies, pies, and cakes this year. You can just come and give to a good cause and walk out with something yummy to share with your friends and family.
And where is that happening?
It's happening at the Marriage Hub, the Elizabeth Room inside the Marriage Hub, and that's 18 North Market Street, E-Town.
E-Town, yeah. If folks want to be a part of that, can they sign up online or get the details online?
You just come. Just
show
up and
up.
come. You don't need a ticket. You don't need to RSVP. We have a Facebook page. You can look up Milandila on Facebook or our website and check it out. But yeah, just come on.
Very cool. Check it out, Milandila.org, or go to Facebook and type in Milandila as well. Our very special guest, our friend Shannon Medich, is here. She's the Director of Partnership Development with Milandila Community Missions. Good morning again, Shannon.
Good morning.
So great to have you here and catch up with you.
Love being here. Thank you.
Tell us about Milandila.
Milandila is an outreach in Uganda. And we serve about 100 mamas every month. So these are usually teenage, single, half of them are Muslim background moms. They're coming there for women's health care. They get pre and postnatal care, lactation and newborn health care support. We do ultrasounds, which is huge because sometimes they're not even aware of how they became pregnant. So to see what's happening inside their bodies and understand the gift of life that's growing there. We do laboratory services, and those early detection are saving lives of moms and babies. We do wellness education, life skills training. We have mama kits. In Uganda, when you go to have your baby, there is a bed and a chair for a caregiver, and that is it. You take everything down to the razor blade to cut the cord. So we help provide all of that for these people. And the most important, spiritual and counseling and training so that they get a chance to hear about Jesus. And I know I went last June. I'm going again in February. Cannot wait. The most warm, welcoming people. And I just shared with two moms that I was with. They had never heard the name of Jesus.
Wow.
I could have been talking about Bob down at the corner market. They had no idea who he was or what he did. I kind of laid out the gospel for them and took a breath and said, "What do you think?" And she goes, "This is good news." That's what she said. This is good news.
That.
I've never heard because, and in their situation, they've come to believe that they have to work their way to God. So in their situation where they've been shunned or cast out, made some bad choices, they're thinking, I never thought I'd have an opportunity to be acceptable to God.
Wow.
So beautiful, beautiful
Powerful
moments of the gospel. Yeah.
And you guys are building a hospital? Is that it?
Yes. So we started out as a pregnancy clinic, and we moved from this tiny space where there was like packed in like sardines, mamas and babies, and it was passing out food, trying not to step on babies. We took an abandoned water bottling facility and turned that into the pregnancy clinic.
Wow.
So we didn't have to turn anyone away. So that was great. That just opened this past year, about June-ish. Actually, March, we opened that. And it's just growing and expanding and expanding. And the medical inspector that came and looked, he goes, "Can I give you a piece of advice?" He goes, "You guys are doing great work here." And he goes, he was kind of had a British background, even though he was in Uganda. He goes, "By Western standards, you even are doing really well. Certainly by Ugandan standards, you're off the chart." He goes, "You're so close. If you just add an OR and get some NICU units and some more supplies and machinery, you could be a women and babies hospital." So that's what we're working towards. Like, Lord willing, we will open in the first quarter of 2026. And that's what our fundraiser is about. Our charity Christmas party is to help get the funds to finish that off. But yeah, we'll be one of the only women and babies hospitals in Uganda. So we're super excited.
And tell us about your event. It's coming up December 14th. Is that right?
December 14th, which is a Saturday. It's a drop-in 11 to 3. You can come for the first hour and a half and get a lunch for $10. There's going to be Ugandan market items, handmade crafts from some of the women. If you're interested in that, come and hang out, find out how you can get involved in the Great Commission, because there's always something for people to do. I go over every February and every June, so you're welcome to travel with me, and I'll be there.
So you do take folks with you?
Yep, all the time. And there's something to do when you get over there. You can just hold babies. You can do TED Talks on medical topics for the women.
Yeah.
A lot of teachers go over, and we do VBS for the kids that are there, the other siblings.
That's cool.
So there's almost something for anybody. But yeah, Saturday, December 14th, drop in for the lunch, or if you want to just come at 12:30, James and Morgan, the missionaries on the front lines, are going to be speaking. And then from 1 to 3, we have baked goods and an auction going on. So come get a cake, get a pie, get a cheesecake, get some cookies, and support a great cause.
It's all happening at the Marriage Hub just off the square there in Elizabethtown. You don't need tickets to come.
Nope.
You can just come.
Just drop in, come and go as you want. The parking right there at the Marriage Hub, we're going to keep for elderly or people with mobility issues. But the Rita's parking lot, the parking lot behind it, the street parking, all the way around it, there should be plenty of room for everyone.
Check it out online, milandila.org, or you can go to Facebook, type in Milandila, find out all the information there, and keep in touch with what the ministry is doing there in Uganda. Shannon, thank you so much for coming today.
Oh, thanks for having me. I hope to see many, many listeners there and get to meet you guys in person.
Yeah, that would be awesome, and we love to hearing your stories. Thank you for sharing them.
Sure.